We live in a world that constantly tells us what beauty should look like. From magazine covers to social media, we are bombarded with images of flawless skin, sculpted bodies, and perfectly curated appearances. Every day, millions chase the illusion of physical perfection, spending hours in front of the mirror, applying makeup, working out, dressing up, and sometimes even undergoing surgeries, all in pursuit of society's definition of beauty. But let's stop for a moment and ask a deeper question. What happens when the beauty fades? Because it will fade. Time is undefeated. The wrinkle creams, the Instagram filters, the expensive beauty treatments, none of them can stop the natural course of life. Youthful faces grow older, hair turns gray, and skin loses its glow. That is inevitable. Yet in this chase for external perfection, many forget the one thing that never fades, the heart. True beauty is not what you see in the mirror. It's what others see in you when you're not even trying. It's in the warmth of your smile, the kindness in your words, the way you make people feel when they are around you. Have you ever met someone whose presence alone made you feel comfortable, understood, and safe? Someone who wasn't necessarily the most attractive person in the room, but had an energy that just drew you in? That's the power of inner beauty. Think about the people you truly admire in your life. Are they the most physically stunning individuals you've ever met? Or are they the ones who have shown you kindness when you needed it the most? Are they the ones who stood by you in your darkest times? Who believed in you when no one else did? Who lifted you up when you had lost hope? Because here's the truth. The most beautiful people in the world are not the ones with the best features. They are the ones with the biggest hearts. They are the ones who care, the ones who love deeply, the ones who choose to be kind even when they have every reason not to be. We've all met people who look breathtaking on the outside but carry nothing but arrogance and bitterness on the inside. They might attract attention for a while, but that attention never lasts. Looks may open doors, but they can't keep you in the room. What truly keeps people around is your heart, your ability to love, to connect, to inspire, to uplift. Think about a moment in your life when someone's kindness changed your day. Maybe it was a stranger who offered a helping hand when you were struggling. Maybe it was a friend who listened to you without judgment. Maybe it was a mentor who encouraged you to chase your dreams. Those moments stick with us, not because of how the person looked, but because of how they made us feel. Now, flip that around. Think of someone who was physically stunning, but carried an unkind heart. Maybe they were dismissive, rude, or self-absorbed. No matter how attractive they were, that beauty faded in your eyes, didn't it? That's because external beauty without inner beauty is just an empty shell. People will forget what you wore. They will forget how much you weighed. They will forget the shape of your face. But they will never forget the way you made them feel. We often hear the phrase, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But let's go one step further. True beauty is in the heart of the beholder. It's in the way you treat people. It's in your compassion, your patience, your generosity. That's the kind of beauty that never wrinkles, never fades, and never grows old. So why do so many people invest so much in their appearance while neglecting their hearts? Why do we spend thousands on clothes, cosmetics, and procedures, but so little on developing kindness, empathy, and character? Why do we chase the admiration of the world instead of striving to be someone we can be proud of? Because society has conditioned us to believe that external beauty is the highest form of value. That's why industries worth billions thrive on insecurities, making us feel like we are not enough, that we always need to change, enhance, or fix ourselves to be loved and accepted. But here's what they don't tell you. The most magnetic, attractive, and unforgettable people in the world are those who have mastered the art of loving and giving, not those who have mastered their makeup routine or gym schedule. Inner beauty is not about being perfect. It's about being real. It's about showing up with love even when the world gives you reasons not to. It's about seeing the best in people even when they can't see it in themselves. It's about offering a smile to a stranger, a helping hand to someone in need, a word of encouragement to someone struggling. Think of the people who left a mark on history, not because of their looks, but because of their hearts. Mother Teresa wasn't known for her physical beauty, but for the beauty of her selfless service. Nelson Mandela wasn't admired for his appearance, but for his unwavering kindness and resilience. These people proved that the most powerful kind of beauty is one that heals, inspires, and transforms. This is the beauty that makes people remember you long after you're gone. This is the beauty that brings true fulfillment. And this is the beauty that matters. In today's world, we are often led to believe that beauty is power, that the more attractive a person is, the more influence they have. Everywhere we look, on social media, in movies, in advertising, we see people who seem to have it all because of their physical appearance. The glamorous lifestyle, the admiration, the attention. It creates a false illusion that beauty equals success, that looking good automatically makes you more valuable. But here's the reality. Attraction may open doors, but it is influence that keeps them open. A beautiful face might turn heads, but a beautiful heart turns lives around. It's easy to be noticed for your looks, but to be remembered, to truly impact people, you need something deeper. You need the ability to inspire, to uplift, to bring value to others. That is what true influence is. Think about the people who have shaped your life, the ones who have guided you, encouraged you, supported you when you needed it most. Were they the most physically attractive people in the world? Probably not. But they had something far greater. The power to move you, to change your perspective, to make you believe in yourself. That is the difference between being admired and being influential. Admiration is surface level. It's based on temporary things, your looks, your style, your physical appeal. People might be impressed for a moment, but that admiration fades as quickly as it comes. True influence, however, is lasting. It is built on substance, on character, on the way you make people feel. Let's take an example from history. Some of the greatest leaders, thinkers, and visionaries were not known for their beauty. They were not the most physically attractive individuals, but they had something that set them apart, a fire inside them that could not be ignored. Their passion, their wisdom, their ability to connect with others made them unforgettable. Look at Martin Luther King Jr., Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa. None of them were famous because of their appearance. But their words, their actions, their message carried weight. They influenced millions, not because they had the perfect face, but because they had a purpose greater than themselves. Now compare that to a model on a magazine cover. The model might be admired for their beauty, they might even have millions of followers, but unless they bring something more to the table, unless they stand for something, unless they use their voice for good, that admiration is fleeting. In 10, 20, 30 years, people won't remember their face, but they will always remember the people who changed the world. That's the difference between external beauty and internal power. The world is filled with beautiful faces, but true influence is rare. Anyone can be attractive, but not everyone can inspire. And if you have the ability to inspire, you have something far more valuable than physical beauty. You have the ability to change lives. Now, let's bring this into real life. Think about your own experiences. Have you ever met someone who was stunningly beautiful, but completely uninspiring? Maybe they had the perfect face, but the moment they opened their mouth, there was nothing there. No kindness, no depth, no passion. The beauty that once seemed mesmerizing suddenly became insignificant. On the other hand, think about someone whose energy, whose words, whose heart captivated you. Maybe it was a teacher who believed in you, a friend who supported you, a leader who motivated you to be better. That is the kind of beauty that sticks. Because here's the truth. People don't follow beauty. They follow courage, they follow passion, they follow authenticity. Physical beauty is everywhere. It is common. You can find it in any part of the world. But a person with a heart that radiates goodness, with a soul that lifts others, with a mind that creates change, that is rare. That is what people truly crave. And the best part, influence is something you can control. You can't control your genetics. You can't control the shape of your face or the height of your body, but you can control the way you show up in the world. You can choose to be the person who makes others feel seen, heard, and valued. You can choose to be the person who leads with kindness, who speaks with wisdom, who acts with integrity. Because at the end of the day, people will always be drawn to those who bring light into their lives. We all know someone who, no matter what they look like, just has this undeniable energy. They walk into a room and people feel it. They speak and others listen. They carry themselves with confidence, not because of how they look, but because of who they are. That is what influence is. It is not about perfection. It is not about fitting into society's unrealistic standards. It is about being the kind of person who makes a difference. So while the world may tell you that beauty is the key to success, understand this. Beauty may get attention, but influence gets respect. Beauty may attract admirers, but influence creates followers. Beauty may give you a moment of fame, but influence leaves a legacy. We live in a world that often measures success by external factors. How much money you have, the kind of car you drive, the number of followers on your social media, and yes, even how attractive you are. Society places an enormous amount of value on appearance, making many people believe that if they just look good enough, opportunities will come. People will admire them and life will be easier. But here's the truth. Looks might open a door, but character is what keeps you in the room. Physical beauty might give you an advantage in certain situations. It might get people's attention, but attention is temporary. Success, real success, doesn't come from how you look. It comes from who you are. Think about the people at the top of their industries, the individuals who have built empires, the leaders who have left their mark on the world. Do you think they got there because of their facial symmetry or their body shape? No. They got there because of their resilience, their discipline, their work ethic, and most importantly, their character. Character is what determines whether someone rises or falls in life. You can be the most beautiful person in the room, but if you lack integrity, honesty, and kindness, you will never truly succeed. People might be drawn to you for a while, but they won't trust you, they won't follow you, and they certainly won't respect you. Success without character is an illusion. You might know people who have built their success on charm, good looks, or quick schemes. Maybe they seem to have it all: money, status, admiration. But when character is missing, it all eventually crumbles. Because character is the foundation that holds everything together. Without it, success is fragile, like a house built on sand. Look at the world of entertainment, politics, and business. How many times have we seen people at the top lose everything, not because they weren't talented or attractive, but because they lacked character? They lied, they cheated, they treated people poorly, and eventually it all came crashing down. On the other hand, there are individuals who may not be conventionally attractive, who may not fit the shallow beauty standards of the world, but they lead with integrity, humility, and strength. These are the people who build lasting success, because success rooted in character is unshakable. Character is what builds trust. Trust is the foundation of every meaningful relationship, whether in business, friendships, or love. People don't trust you because of your looks, they trust you because of your actions. Because you keep your word, because you show up when it matters, because you do the right thing even when no one is watching. When people trust you, they are willing to invest in you, to support you, to open doors for you. They will want to work with you, learn from you, and stand by you. That is something no amount of beauty can ever buy. Character is what earns respect. Respect isn't given because of how attractive you are. It's given because of how you treat people, how you handle adversity, and how you stand by your principles. You can be the most physically stunning person in the world, but if you treat others poorly, that beauty quickly fades in their eyes. True leaders, true visionaries, and true game changers are not necessarily the most attractive. They are the ones who lead with integrity, who inspire with their values, and who create impact through their actions. Character is what sustains success. Anyone can achieve short-term success with the right looks, the right connections, or the right amount of luck. But long-term success requires character. It requires the ability to navigate challenges, to make difficult decisions, to stay grounded even when the world is watching. It's easy to be successful when everything is going well. But real character is revealed when things go wrong. Do you blame others or do you take responsibility? Do you give up or do you push forward? Do you compromise your values for temporary gain or do you stand firm in what you believe? These are the qualities that separate those who truly succeed from those who just seem successful. Character is what defines happiness. Many people chase external success, believing that once they reach a certain level of wealth, fame, or recognition, they will finally be happy. But how many times have we seen celebrities, models, and public figures, people who seem to have everything, struggle with depression, loneliness, or emptiness? That's because true happiness doesn't come from what you have or how you look. It comes from who you are. It comes from living a life of purpose, of integrity, of genuine connection. It comes from knowing that you are contributing something meaningful to the world, that you are making a difference in people's lives. When you build your success on character, you don't just achieve external success, you achieve inner fulfillment. You don't just impress people, you inspire them. You don't just make a living, you make an impact. In a world where people are constantly chasing after success, validation, and recognition, it's easy to get caught up in the idea that life is all about what we can gain. We see people striving to be noticed, to be admired, to stand out from the crowd. Social media is filled with perfect images, carefully curated to attract likes, comments, and followers. Everyone wants attention. Everyone wants to be seen. But here's the truth. Real fulfillment doesn't come from being seen. It comes from making others feel seen. It's easy to focus on ourselves, to think about how we look, how we are perceived, how others respond to us. But the most impactful people in the world are not the ones who are obsessed with themselves. They are the ones who shine a light on others. Have you ever met someone who just made you feel good about yourself? Someone who listened when you spoke, who made you feel valued, who gave you the kind of encouragement that stayed with you long after they were gone? That's the power of a beautiful heart. Because here's what most people don't realize. The world is full of beautiful faces, but what it truly needs is beautiful souls. It doesn't need more people trying to be perfect. It needs more people trying to be kind. It needs people who show up, who care, who bring light into the lives of others. The people who truly make an impact in this world are not the ones who focus on being admired, but the ones who focus on lifting others up. Think about a dark room. No matter how perfect someone looks in that room, no one can see them if there is no light. But the moment someone brings a candle, a flashlight, or even the smallest spark of fire, everything changes. Light doesn't just help the person holding it, it helps everyone around them see more clearly. That's what a beautiful heart does. Being the light for others means choosing kindness even when it's not convenient. Anyone can be kind when it's easy. It's easy to be nice to people who are nice to us. It's easy to be compassionate when we're in a good mood. But true kindness is tested in difficult moments. When someone is rude to us, when we're exhausted, when life isn't going the way we planned. Being the light means choosing to respond with love instead of anger, with understanding instead of judgment, with patience instead of frustration. It means seeing beyond people's actions and understanding that sometimes the ones who are hardest to love are the ones who need love the most. Being the light for others means offering support when no one else does. We all go through struggles. We all have moments when we feel alone, when we doubt ourselves, when life feels overwhelming. And in those moments, what we need most is someone who reminds us that we're not alone. Imagine how different the world would be if everyone chose to encourage instead of criticize, to help instead of ignore, to reach out instead of look away. Sometimes the smallest act of kindness can change someone's entire day. A simple smile, a few words of encouragement, a message that says, I believe in you. These things might seem small to us, but to someone who is struggling, they can mean everything. Being the light for others means leading with love instead of ego. Many people think that success is about proving themselves, about being better than others, about showing the world that they have more talent, more wealth, more beauty. But real success isn't about standing above people. It's about lifting them up with you. The most respected leaders, the most inspiring mentors, the most beloved friends are the ones who don't just focus on their own success, but on helping others succeed. They share their knowledge. They guide others. They celebrate the victories of those around them instead of feeling threatened. Because at the end of the day, no one remembers the person who was just admired. They remember the person who made them feel important. Being the light for others means choosing purpose over popularity. It's easy to do things just for attention, to seek validation from others, to chase after trends in the hope of being noticed. But when we live for validation, we give other people control over our happiness. Instead of asking, how can I make people to admire me? Ask, how can I make a difference? Instead of chasing popularity, chase purpose. Instead of trying to impress, try to impact. Instead of seeking to be followed, seek to inspire. Because here's the reality. External beauty fades. Admiration is temporary, but the impact you make on people's lives lasts forever. The world doesn't need more perfect faces. It needs more people who care, more people who stand up for what is right, more people who bring warmth, encouragement, and love wherever they go. At the end of the day, no one will remember how flawless your skin was or how stylish your clothes were. They will remember how you made them feel. They will remember the kindness you showed, the support you gave, the way your presence made their life just a little bit brighter.